Senatorial, Senatorial. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bob Jackman. I'm a geologist from Tulsa. Why am I here? Well, I've got relatives above ground and below ground in southeast Oklahoma. I've been called in a number of water issues because I use my science. I've been a professional geologist for so many years, I hate to tell you. I'm going to start off with some house cleaning first. Senator Crane, we had a meeting several months ago this summer over at Broken Bow. A rumor came out of that one of your relatives was bragging that he had a large tract of land down south of here where the Mountain Fork and Little River meet, and the Texans were interested in buying that from your relative. He was going to make a large amount of money. It's a place where there would be a pumping station to pump water to Texas. This is secondhand information, but what that promotes or prompts me to do is to ask this group here and to go ask your committee, both House and Senate, because we have heard so many rumors like this. This may not be a valid rumor, but I've heard so many through the years that I'm making a suggestion that your committees have all of its members sign a pledge that neither they nor their family will ever profit from the sale of water from southeast Oklahoma to Texas or to any profit made of moving water out of the basin of origin. We have two problems with our two big problems. Two big issues. One is the tribes is suing the state over their claim on water. I'm not going to get into that, believe me. We all are first on that. The second problem is OWRB, as alluded to by two speakers. Some of you may have heard I gave a speech, 20-minute speech before the Joint House and Senate Committee on the Comprehensive Water Plan. It was heavily quoted in the paper. I don't have time to get into all the details, but I basically said it was a $16 million lemon, and I have the evidence to prove it as a scientist. It is a very poor study. It did not have any science. Why did it leave recreation and tourism out? That's inexcusable. I'll tell you why, because that left more water down here to sell to Texas or to move to Oklahoma City. But the point I want to make is I offered to any of the House and Senate members on that committee, come and see me. I'll go over the evidence. I don't make strong allegations without strong backing. I said I will back every allegation I made, and these are strong ones. They're so strong that I invited them to go see the federal justice authorities to investigate the Comprehensive Water Plan. It smells legally. It does not pass not only smell test, but it has broken one U.S. statute. I invited the people to call me. Not a single one has called me to ask for the evidence. Why? Do they want to sweep this thing under the rug? Or do they want to keep from telling you what I found out? There isn't surplus water down here. You want the name of an assistant attorney general in Arkansas, his name and phone number? Call him. Where does this water go? It goes to Arkansas and Louisiana. If we sell water to Texas out of this area, you're buying into a major lawsuit, a double-barrel one from Arkansas and Louisiana. I've been a big critic of OWRB, and the reason we're here is because everything is based on political power, special interest, rather than science. Would you run a hospital without any doctors? Well, we're running a state's water agency basically with just a few water scientists. That's why we're here, because the heavy hand of greed and politics has pushed us down here. Oklahoma City has another source of water. Where are they wanting Sardis? Texas has another source. It's a big dam site called Marvin Nichols. Why are they coming here? Because for a couple $1 million in contributions, they can come down here and get water cheaper. Oklahoma City's other source is Call Reservoir. It's bigger, better, closer. It's flat. They don't have to pump the water up 650 feet and 130 miles like they'd have to with Sardis Lake. So we have a science deficiency. We're trying to run a hospital without doctors. In our case, we're trying to manage water without adequate science. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say, why don't we just do one of those Occupy OWRBs rather than Occupy Wall Street? Let me tell you how I have used the word corruption a couple of times, and people have come unglued. 2 minutes, or you have to say 2 more words? Thank you, Senator. The only senators and the only representatives that have asked me to say, all right, Mr. Jackman, you're a geologist, let me see your facts and figures and your details, and that you're so critical about the modeling of the comprehensive water plan. The only 2, and I've made the honor. One of them is your Senator Jerry Ellis. The other one is the veterinarian from McAllister, Representative Renninger. They're the only ones that said, okay, show me the details. Those 2 also wrote, this is just more of the mess we're in. Why we're here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We shouldn't be here. If the state was running its water management right and honest, we wouldn't be here, but they're not. Senator Ellis and Representative Renninger wrote the Attorney General of the state of Oklahoma back in April saying, please look at the Oklahoma Comprehensive Water Plan to see if it is valid or if it is null and void. What they were wanting him to do was make an opinion. He won't do it. Why? Because it's all Oklahoma City power, capital power, trying to muscle your water and your lives and your futures away from you. Don't do it, folks. Let's occupy OWRB. Thank you very much.
Next up is Ms. Gail Prater.
Judge.
Well, I apologize.
Well, I agree with the previous speaker. The main reason we're here and the only reason it's motivated is there's 2 things, greed and politics. I know that don't increase my popularity, but it's the fact. The thing is, we got greed, which is after the money. We got the others who want to protect something else. They have politics because they want to be reelected, and the opposing politics who want somebody else elected. We stand here and we talk about water and sale of it. I don't know of any, and I spent quite a while researching it 40 years ago, of a water contract that worked. It doesn't take a long memory or a long life to remember that the city of Hobbs, New Mexico sold Texas water. When they couldn't provide the water, Texas sued them and got a money judgment. They didn't have the water enough to run their city. But nevertheless, they were committed to a contract. I usually refer back to Boulder Dam or Hoover Dam, whichever you want to call it, because on that, 7 states agreed, 7 legislators agreed, 7 attorney generals agreed, and they agreed and they went in and built the dam. And at least until 10 years ago, there was not a period that there wasn't at least 2 lawsuits pending over water rights out of Colorado River. And That's basically what you buy here, is a continuous lawsuit or a continuous battle. What we need to do is, I say there's one water system that seems to work and nobody stopped it, and that's that if you're in one of those big ponds that we commonly refer to as an ocean or a sea, the tide ebbs and flows twice a day. Nobody's sued over it because they can't find a court that's got jurisdiction. But I suggest we leave the control of the water to the power that made it. Thank you.